Thank you for tuning in to the Real Rocks Experience. It's the live podcast where we keep it real and respectable to everybody's feelings and opinions. I am your host, your girl Rocks. Thank you, everybody that's tuned in and everybody that's going to be tuned in. Today, we are going to be talking about the 2 year old young child that was actually killed by her dad in Houston, Texas. I actually want to touch up on two things. We're going to talk about the young man who killed his aunt and his uncle. He cut the neighbor's heart out and tried to feed it to his uncle and his aunt and killed his 5 year old cousin, an African American young man. The reason I wanted to touch up on the 2 year old, because that story in Houston for the 2 year old baby that was killed by her dad 3 days ago was kind of disturbing to me. So let's jump right into it. If you're ever just tuning in over here on TikTok, oh, this is the Real Rocks Experience, the live podcast where we keep it real and respectable to everybody's feelings and opinions. I am your host, your girl Rocks. Your opinion matters as well. All that I ask is that you do keep it respectable to everyone else's opinion in the comment section. Thank you, Libby, for tapping in. I love you so much. Shire, thank you so much for tapping in. Kyra, thank you for tapping in. April, thank you guys for tapping in. Keisha, cousin, thank you guys for tapping in. Y'all, let's tap right into it. So, I don't know. I always talk about that we are in a spiritual warfare. We are really fighting good versus evil. And I feel like some of these people be really demonic. I'm not saying that. I don't know if y'all believe in that. But I do believe that some of these people be possessed. Let's talk about first the guy who went to his uncle and aunt's neighbor, knocked on her door, asked her for a cup of water, forced his way in, killed the lady, cut her heart out, took the heart over to, this is like really disturbing, took the heart over to his aunt and uncle's house where his aunt and uncle was caring for his 5 year old cousin. He ended up making them try to feed them this heart, trying to make them eat this heart. They declined. He started going crazy and just stabbed him. He stabbed his auntie. He thought she was dead, but she survived. He stabbed her in her eye, where she's now blind in her right eye. He stabbed her multiple times in her ear. He killed the 5 year old, and he also killed his uncle. The aunt feels like he was in his right mind. She don't feel like he was crazy. She feel like if he was like insane as he was making it out to be to the news, to the police, then he would have killed himself as well. Like I said, I do believe that we are in a spiritual warfare and the devil is actually working through people. And I feel like some of these people do be possessed, like some type of evil spirit is like taking on their body. But let's jump into Houston, Texas. That's a lot of stuff been happening in Texas. The 2 year old, so the dad on March the 20th at 9:30 a.m. went to the child's daycare. He picks the baby up. After he takes the baby out of daycare, mind you, this is 9:30 in the morning. Goldie, thank you so much for tapping in. Okay, I appreciate you. He takes the baby to the Walmart where her mother worked. When he got to the Walmart, he demanded that the mom give him her cell phone and the passcode to the cell phone. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I want to talk about the justice system when it comes to women. I don't care if nobody don't believe me. I don't care if you don't understand what I'm saying. I don't care if you just think I'm just babbling. But there is something going on when it comes to women. It's not about race. It's about women as a whole. I can't even find my notes. I don't know where I put them. It was so many women after woman after woman. It was so many stories. I couldn't even write them all down to go and cover them because we're going to get into them. But let me keep going. So the mom, this is like a 5-day span before leading up to this baby being killed by her own father. Mind you, keep in mind, this kid is 2 years old, so she's definitely still a baby. So the mom called the police 3 days prior to that. The man had went and grabbed the child out the bathtub. Okay? Out the bathtub, took the child out of the house naked and drove off with the baby. And the mom called the police, and you know what they told her? There was absolutely nothing that they could do. But let's keep going. So once he got to Walmart, she ended up giving him the phone. The reason, that's why she gave up the phone, because again, this has been a 5-day span. She called the police for help before, and they told her that it was nothing that they could do. So when she tried to grab for her baby, he shot out of Walmart, got in his car, went on a 30-mile chase with the police, with the baby in the car with no car seat, no seatbelt, nothing, just running from the police. And then he actually called the mom and the granddad on FaceTime, and he told them if they did not give him the passcode and to the cell phone, that he was going to do something to the baby. But all of this while in the camera, he was like beating the baby, like, you know, physically abusing the baby on camera to the granddad and the mom. This was like basically a vendetta. You know, he was trying to make the mom get revenge on the mom because she moved on. So once they finally got them, the baby had blunt force trauma to her head. The dad called the granddad and showed him the baby's lifeless body. This is her dad, 2 years old. Thank you so much for tapping in, Arnold, Carlos. Thank you guys for tapping into the Real Rocks Experience. Miles Jones, thank you for tapping in. Terry Taylor, Kyra, I appreciate you guys. Kyra is coming in with a comment. She said it's the shows on Netflix with the Jeffrey Dahmer story. It's a lot. It's more than just that. It is like everything that we are watching on the TV for entertainment is, I don't know. At this point, I just warehouse with someone. I was with that woman for 8 hours, like a job, okay? And she's sitting here trying to get a restraining order on a guy, and she's telling all these threatening things that this guy has said to her and her kids or whatever, right? And she had to go see a judge. And when she finally got in front of the judge, he denied, even though all of the facts that she gave this man, in fearing for her life, he denied that order of protection. And I said to the lady, I said, so what is it going to take for him to kill her? Harm her? You know, because anytime I take threats really, really serious in this day and age. If somebody says that they're going to do something to you in a harmful way, please, please, please take that seriously. I don't care if you know them or not. Take it seriously. We are really fighting a spiritual warfare right now. Good and evil. And God is just not pleased. They're killing babies. We are supposed to be taking care of these babies. Latanya, thank you so much for tapping in. April states that it's been like that to begin to get, like to beat your wife. Like, and like I said, I'm looking at, I took, it was just, the stories was I've never seen anything like this before. Where one page, a channel is nothing but all these women being killed by men. Like I said, it is an agenda out not to protect the the women, period. Not just African American women, but majority of the women that are being taken off this planet is African American women in the hands of a man that they love, a man that they slept with. But let's keep on going about this baby. So like I told y'all, 3 weeks before that, the young lady called and she told them that this man ran out of her house with her baby, snatched this baby out of the tub. The baby was a girl. Snatched this baby out of the tub and ran off. And then before that, he was convicted 30 days in jail for beating his, slow brother. His brother that had, problems and issues. So this dude had a problem anyway, but again, he went into the camera, then he called the granddad. He showed the granddad his grandbaby lifeless body. The mom said the baby's face was just full of blood. Just blood. either it's alleged that they don't know if the car accident is the reason that the baby died, but the mom states that the baby was hit with something really, 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 really hard. And he told her, you don't love your baby. You did this because she moved on. Yes, Okima, yes. And listen, you know they don't want to recognize you as a woman now. I think they recognizing you as a, because I'm a woman. And nobody's going to disrespect me and recognize and address me other than anything such of what I am. Because no person, we're not even going there. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to even go there. But you know what I'm talking about. But it's a lot of things behind the scenes about women. Like they just made a law where you can't say in Florida the word G-A-Y. You can't say that. It's against the law to do it. And we all know that laws trickle down to other states. You understand? Like they trickle down to other states. So whatever laws go in place in one state, trust and believe it's coming to yours. And there's something about, so if you're an African American man, if you're a male, I don't care if you're orange, yellow, black, or blue, y'all really need to start protecting these women because they are not being protected. And these babies, they are like this dude literally killed his own child. And what's so disturbing for me is the fact that he took the baby out the bath naked, and then the police told the mom there was nothing that they could do about it. And the reason I say that the justice system is really screwed up when it comes to women, how I saw that with my own eyes when it came to a woman trying to get an order of protection from somebody that she feared. Okima is coming in with the comment. She states people have psychological and emotional illness. It really needs to be addressed. And it does. And they act like that it does not happen in our community. And it's like really, really getting pretty worse in our community. And let me tell you something that makes people get these psychological issues. It be life. Whether people know it or not, life is like literally for us a survival game. It's like maybe the strongest is going to survive. Because people be so consumed of the pressures of the world, they can't have a job, or they're making it hard for them to get a place to stay, or they live in the street, they're homeless. That's be the reason a lot of people lose their minds, or they lost a loved one, that the only thing that ever cared for them or loved them. It's a lot of reasons behind it. April is coming in with a comment that I am going to be happy to tag along. You know, we call them TJs. We don't speak like that, so they won't block me. But she states that the president made a TJ woman, what is his name? What is Bruce Jenner? Because that's his name. The woman of the year. And I agree with her. That was disrespectful. And let me say this. And you know, like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if they block me off Facebook. I don't care. They want to take TikTok away because TikTok allows you to be informative to people. So I don't care what I'm about to say. I will never, ever, ever, ever agree with that. I will never, ever agree with that. I will never, ever agree with the fact that you want to dismiss a real woman who go through real women things. And it's not about dressing up. And to me, that's what they think this is. Talking about they have cramps and then they want this type of respect when they're disrespecting the real woman. I'm going to keep on moving because I want to tell y'all about a woman, Taylor Robinson, 29 years old. Okay? Taylor Robinson was found in her house in Florida, killed, shot to death. A week before that, she went to the court system because she was getting divorced from her husband. And she was in a sort of abusive relationship. So she went to the courts to get a order of protection, a restraining order on this man. And they denied her that. Okay? And a week later, she was found because when that mother, I mean, that has to be alarming for anybody, not even just law enforcement. That would be alarming for me as a person if she called me and told me that my kid's dad just took my baby out of the tub naked and ran out of the house and now he's just gone. That would have been alarming for me. The daycare failed that baby. I don't know what they didn't say if he was allowed to take the baby. The mother didn't say that. But what she did state was that he made it very clear this was about her moving on. Lanita, thank you so much for tapping in. William, thank you so much for tapping in. We dibbing and dabbing in a few things tonight, but the main course of the story is we're talking about the 2-year-old in Houston, Texas, in Harris County. Dad killed the baby, all because the mom moved on. Not only that, the dad taunted the granddad and the mom on FaceTime, showed the granddad the lifeless body of his granddaughter. So, that's what we're talking about. He was arrested and he is in custody. But it's concerning for me with the system when it comes to women in these domestic situations, when they go and they call and ask for help, and the law enforcement can tell you that there's nothing that they can do about it when they're there to serve and protect you. So when I get that, I get out of that there is definitely an agenda against women. Because we are the most unprotected creatures on the face of this freaking earth. And a man is really supposed to protect a woman. Even if you don't know a woman in the streets and you're a man and you see somebody violating her, you are supposed to step in and, protect that woman. It's not about whether you know her or not. It's just the right thing to do. Because that's how it used to be back in my time. William, thank you so much for tapping in. I don't know if I stated that. And the ones that's engaging, you know how much that means to me. Aranda, thank you so much for tapping in. Guys, we are talking about, we also tapped on the young man that killed his uncle, tried to kill his aunt, killed his 5-year-old cousin and their neighbor. After the fact he killed the neighbor, he cut the neighbor's heart out and tried to feed it to his family. I mean, we are definitely in a spiritual warfare. And I'm seeing this, and like I told a friend of mine, I've seen God work. I've seen his work, baby. I've seen that man do some amazing things in front of me. But I've never, ever gotten a chance to actually watch the devil work through people. Really. That's how I know we are in our last days. And people about to start getting right with God. And stop doing stuff for the sake of a man or woman. When I say not a man and woman, I'm saying mankind, period. And about to be doing stuff for the sake of the Lord, because I'm telling you, the things that I have been seeing, how the devil is really literally trying to work. He is actually working through real life people. So it is time, literally to get right. God is a jealous God. And I'm going to just throw this out there. I hope that when y'all vote, because I'm a rebel, I don't touch it. I don't play around with politics, but I hope that y'all do make the right decisions and get these people that is really, really trying to destroy your children up out of here. Seriously. I think that a person that's watching this live, or a person over here watching this live, or over here watching this live, could run this country better than the people that is running this country. And everything that's going on with inflation and how you're spending fucking $15, $20 on some eggs. Food that's really supposed to be free in reality. Because you can grow your own stuff. It's just really weird to me. Hey, Luke, thank you so much for tapping in to the Real Rocks Experience. You know the drill. This is the live podcast where we keep it real and respectable to everybody's feelings and opinions. Of course, I am your host, your girl, Rocks. We're talking about a few things. We're talking about the fact that the system is failing on these women. I'm talking about women that they are in these abusive relationships and they go for help, and these people are telling them there's nothing that they can do, and these women are ending up with their lives being taken. That is disturbing for me. That's just me and my shit. You might think something different. But that's disturbing for me that girl in Houston, Texas, lost her 2-year-old baby at the hands of her dad, and she called for help 3 days prior to that, and they failed that baby. The daycare failed that baby for not calling that mother and asking the mother, was it okay? Because they have to be concerned. It's 9:30 in the morning, so that means that child literally probably was just being dropped off. Literally. So my thing is this: the system failed that girl, and the school failed that girl. Everybody that she called for help, that reached out to help about her baby's father before he killed their baby, they failed her. And they should all feel bad. And they should definitely feel bad. Because if I call you and tell you that this man just took my baby out of a tub naked and ran out of the house with her, and that don't be alarming to you, I'll be suing Houston. If I was her, I would definitely, it will be some things going on between me and Houston police. I would sue them. Now that's just me and my shit. We about to tap out. I want to thank Luke. Everybody over here on TikTok, if I'm not getting everybody, your name, you guys are coming in pretty quickly. Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate you for that. Miles Jones, Okima, William, April, and the ones that's engaging, guys, y'all know how much that means to me. Blanca, thank you so much for tapping in. Please go follow my YouTube page, The Real Rocks Experience. Please go and follow my TikTok, Rocks the Queen 1. Please go follow my new YouTube page. I mean, not my new YouTube page, I'm sorry. My new Instagram, The Real Rocks 1. I love you so much more. Y'all, don't forget, we got some stuff coming up that y'all gonna love, that I'm about to drop really soon. So y'all stay tuned for that. I love you back. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for the support. Thank y'all for tuning in over here. My TikTok family, y'all are the dopest. If you're on Facebook, please be so kind and go and tap the follow button in my group, The Real Rocks Experience. We don't just podcast over there. We fill you every day with motivational quotes, and we get your day going and stuff like that. So go ahead and follow that group. You will definitely like it. And I do that on TikTok too, and YouTube. Thank you all for tuning in. Y'all, please be safe. Watch your energy. Know that if you shake hands with somebody, they're transferring energy. If you hug somebody, they're transferring energy. If you're sleeping with somebody, they are transferring energy. Listen, it's all around you. Y'all just gotta watch who you're keeping around you. I don't care who it is. If they giving you off this negative energy, this bad vibe, get away from it. Get away from it. Because I read or I heard that 90% of the people that pass away or lose their lives, it's because of some on the ends or because of someone else. So keep that in mind. And again, y'all, keep it groovy.